Welcome back. Of course, Kansas has been battling a persistent drought over the past few years.
Has the influx of moisture we have gained so far this year helped boost our groundwater levels?
Storm Track 3 meteorologist Lucy Dahl takes a look at where we stand.
Significant improvements to our drought monitor have been made over the last year here in Kansas. The drought monitor shows soil moisture, but it does not define the state of our groundwater levels.
The problem was this was a drought that had been ongoing. So many farmers' backs were completely against the wall. If you didn't have any option of irrigation, you were just dryland, you had no choice at all. You just missed out on a crop.
Many farmers in western Kansas saw failed wheat crops because of the lack of rainfall in early 2023. While some were able to pull from the Ogallala aquifer, irrigating with well water is costly, and water drained from the aquifer is capped.
During the drought, many farmers were really pushed to the brink because you're allotted so many acre feet per well.
The Ogallala is one of the largest aquifers in the world, and its levels are low. It has also taken a hit from the drought. Most wells in western Kansas pull water directly from the aquifer that cannot be refilled or restored easily.
Talking about recharge is when it rains, you've got to go through the soil first. You got to go through the unsaturated zone first. So when it rains, if it rains a little bit, it's just going to soak into the ground and it's going to be dispersed in the soil.
Even if we see a great deal of rainfall over the next several years, the Ogallala will not refill quickly.
So I've seen estimates that if we stopped using the aquifer, the Ogallala aquifer now, it would take somewhere in the neighborhood of 6,000 to 10,000 years to recharge.
This aquifer is roughly 100 to 300 feet below the surface. The Equisbeds aquifer is in central Kansas, and it's located closer to the surface and is much smaller. This provides different opportunities for recharging options.
The Equisbeds is in really good shape, especially considering, the drought.
Wichita has been recharging the Equisbeds aquifer from the Arkansas River to help keep levels stable.
We estimate that the Equisbeds is more than 90% full right now. The collaborative efforts in the Equisbeds and the city's integrated local water supply plan have gone a long ways to maintaining a healthy, sustainable aquifer in the Equisbeds.
This is all part of Wichita's drought response plan.
The city has two primary sources of water. The Equisbeds aquifer and then Cheney Reservoir, and it's about a 50-50 split.
This helps keep the city water supply drought resilient. Right now, the drought monitor is in the best shape it's been for years.
So this year, it actually looks like we are going to have a wheat crop.
Kansas farmers cautiously optimistic about this year's crops, with any bit of moisture helping preserve the aquifer and helping their crops. Here for you, Storm Track 3 meteorologist Lucy Dahl.
The biggest difference we can make to preserve our aquifers is to cut back on irrigating our lawns this spring.